topic for today.
Like without warning, we just started.
So forgive us for being a little bit
Broken.
misplaced, I would say.
And yes, we're still sick as fuck. I mean, I am still.
I'm getting back sick. Yesterday I was fine, but now it's gotten worse.
It's good though. Like, you know, when I got sick,
Mhm.
I fixed my sleeping pattern, like the body clock.
Yeah,
I was able to fix it.
that's good.
Shit.
What?
Forgot. I scene zoned her.
Oh,
I forgot to reply. I just read her message.
Clyde.
Anyway,
Is
continue, dude.
that a good thing? I think it's a good thing. Scene zone. What do you do when a girl scene zone you?
Nothing.
Yeah, you do nothing. Well, what you can learn from that experience is probably that you were too eager.
Mhm.
Like usually when you text a girl or a girl texts, when you text a girl or you receive a text from a girl, don't like immediately reply to it when you're first starting off, because that reveals a lot about you. It means like you're very needy. You have like you're always available, which is makes you less valuable in people's eyes. Because like how a smile is worth more the less it's used.
It's scarcity.
Scarcity. That's one of the things. Another rule of thumb about texting is I'd say
I shouldn't have replied. She's online right now, and then I'll have to
reply to, yeah.
But nah. Yeah, dude. So like it's true that it's so much better to wait a few minutes before replying
Exactly.
than to reply immediately.
Oh yeah. Another thing is like people have a habit of like sending texts like at good intervals, like exactly 6, like 6:05, and then 6:10, like that kind of thing.
Oh, every 5 minutes.
Every 5 minutes or something like that. If you get caught using the method that we just told you, like doing it exactly at a time interval, then you're gonna lose a lot of value, because it's like it's gonna be seen like it's staged, not like real.
That is like, if you do that to me, like probably like at least 4 times, I would catch on to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like people are a lot more observant.
Fool me once,
shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And then
third time's the charm.
Third time's the charm. That's when you get noticed. What's another rule of thumb about text? Oh yeah, what should you say during a text?
First of all, no yes or no question.
Oh yeah,
because that's how to kill a conversation. So like, which means if you don't want to talk to someone anymore, just ask them a yes.
Exactly. That, and
it would be all up to them to introduce new topics if they're willing. So yeah.
Also, that's a sign of a bad question. Like, if a girl asks you that, try your best if you want to continue the conversation by prefacing it with a lot of information, which gone to, like if she gave you like do you believe in like aliens, you could say yes or no.
Yeah, but if someone asks you that, stay away.
Stay away. That's a thing. But and this works the other way around too. Like if you ask her a question and she gives a one letter response, or
like K or Y or just an emoticon,
that means she's not giving you enough attention, or you're not worth that attention,
or she's playing hard to get.
Oh yeah, that's right. Girls like playing hard to get sometimes, like because they want to seem more valuable. And the way to count.
Oh, I remembered. I gotta say this real quick. What I learned from our intro class is that every conversation is an interview. So you don't ask stupid questions. Make sure you establish rapport and don't make them feel uncomfortable.
Know what you want to say and get to that point. Anyways, Oh yeah, the ways to counter when a girl's playing hard to get. Don't play her game.
Yeah, you play hard to get too.
Exactly. Like
if you're not gonna give me like your full attention, then I'm not gonna give you mine either.
Exactly. Remember
the golden rule.
Remember, give what she gives.
Yeah.
Like if she gives you shit,
don't ever give more than what you're receiving.
Exactly. Like
Dash Clyde 2018.
Okay, so here's one of the main things that I've heard from a couple of our female friends. The thing that makes us more interesting than like the weeds is that we can deal shit.
It's funny when you say a couple, like female friends. There's actually only two of them.
Yeah, but few is two. But anyways, back onto the main point, which is why we're different than the other guys trying to get her attention. Is because remember, you have to be confident in what you say. Like you have to be fun, witty, fast comments. When someone throws you a curveball, you throw them back, but you a little bit harder.
No.
No.
When someone throws a curveball, make sure you hit it.
Oh yeah, that's hit it back. Hit it back.
Hit a home run with it.
Exactly. Like like okay, give me a witty response to like oh man, I'm pretty sure I could get like a witty response if I had.
It's easy, dude. Like it's like when someone's someone's drinking coffee. It's like how do you like
your coffee?
Yeah, and then
do you take it to?
Okay, and then you just say like I like it sweet like my women or something
exactly like that. Yeah, like that. You have to be like that is a really good response. Like, but to get to that point, you have to like practice with it. And like for me to be around Clyde, who's like 24/7.
Watch a lot of TV shows like the comedy, and listen to podcasts and read books.
Read books.
Yeah.
Not just reading books, but putting it into practice. Because reading the books will get you the skill or help you learn about the skills that you want. But when you apply the skills, it becomes yours.
Make sure you remember. Like responses, like I copy them from like TV shows. So yeah. But I make sure that at the right timing and the right like phrasing or choice of words.
Yeah, like the best statements come at the right time with the right speed in the right way.
Yeah, like when someone makes a remark, like it should be like a snap, like instantly, like the rest plays throughout your brain, and then you just say it out loud.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
a reflex.
Yeah. Like yeah, I can't go into detail with that, but it just takes a lot of practice, dude, to get that wittiness down.
Just getting used to it, dude.
Yeah, getting used to it. It's pretty hard because at first it'll feel uncomfortable and like a little bit unnatural.
Also, because not every time like the opportunity arises to make a witty remark.
Exactly. So you have to be constantly looking out for like that moment where you can like just snap the conversation into your terms.
But see, that's like once again like the reading or like whatever like the source of material you want. Like the more like witty responses you have, the more opportunity arises.
Yeah, it makes life fun. It's spontaneous. That's what makes life really great. That's one of the traits of self awareness? No.
Self-awareness.
No.
Self-awareness week.
No.
That's like right before the finals.
No, it's I forgot what it's word, but it was one of the higher ups in the Maslow's hierarchies of needs.
Oh.
Yeah, it was self-actualization.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
isn't that the peak though?
Yeah, it's the peak.
Yeah.
It's at the peak, like there's
taking photo of us.
Nah, doubtful.
Okay, continue.
Continue.
We're getting distracted.
by
by people.
Exactly. But when you reach self actualization, you should look it up. It's very informative about like
how to get better alone.
Yeah, like when I look at it, I can only see good traits out of it, like spontaneous, problem oriented, like you tackle the problem at its source rather than what's than just like cutting it off.
So like just continue to look at what I'm doing.
Let me see. Just good things is it's good for
yeah, it's actually it's the
it's the highest self actualization. Yeah.
Well,
his theory was that
this is actually like a great like arrangement, like on what we actually what the things that should really matter to us.
Yeah, like the way he arranged it was
it's amazing.
Physiological, which is like food,
health,
basic needs,
like house or a place to stay, bed and a roof.
No, I feel like that's safety. Bed
oh yeah, you're
would
right.
be
You're
under
right.
Safety. Safety, which is security. You're safe. You don't have to worry about. Yeah. Oh yeah,
it says though
shelter. Yeah, I can see that too. And then sexual instincts, which is that's
you gotta have the drive.
Yeah, you have like libido.
Testosterone.
Usually associated with sexual attention. Libidos actually means life energy. Yeah. And so the next stage is the ability to feel safe, in a sense, like
oh, it says financial security.
Like
have cash. You heard it here first. Have cash.
You can't live without cash, but you can live without. Wait.
So let's see. This kind of makes sense because like the physiological needs us like air, food, water, and all that shit. Like if you have all of those, even if you don't have like savings, you can get through every day. Like just barely getting through every day, right? So which is why like instead of saving cash, just prioritize food, water. Don't save cash and starve.
Yeah.
You spend cash and not starve.
Yeah. That's
makes sense, right?
Yeah, it makes sense. And the next one, like after you like if you don't have like if you are financially unstable, you probably wouldn't put too much time into social belonging. You'll be more focused in like getting more money and stuff.
Yeah, get cash.
Yeah. When you finally reach the safety point, you can move on to social being, which is like friendship, intimacy, and family.
So these are all just human relations.
Yeah,
HR.
Human interpersonal relationships, which we cover here in the VR and as well as sanity.
Yeah, like so in our podcasts.
Yeah, we'll link the
plural form.
We'll connect the channels later because here's a more of a PC place. Well, in the other place we get to be more rowdy.
Well, not really. It's just like it's just more non-PC content.
Yeah, like I notice when we're doing this, especially on this channel, I have a tendency to like stop myself and think of like when I say boys is like and girls, we should have a PC counter.
Yeah, like also like I always try, like I'm not sure if you noticed, but I always try to stop you from straying into the path.
Yeah, you have to stop me because it usually ends that way.
Also, like so we get into deep, like because like somehow we are related into the game, and we get into deep.
Yeah, like this channel is not usually for the game.
I'm like the spring that pulls you back.
The rope.
Yeah, the rope.
The anchor.
Yeah, the anchor.
What was it called? The hook point? No, it's probably anchor. It's just anchor. But anyways, so social belonging.
So this like it's nothing. It's just human relations.
Yeah. And then self-esteem, which is pretty important too. Like
Mhm.
how you feel about yourself.
I've never read about this before.
Wait,
Self-transcendence after self-actualization.
wait.
Like what? Is that when you get when you're like is that when you prioritize to start becoming better?
Maybe because self-actualization, if I remember correctly, it's like
Reaching your goals, right?
reaching your goals and being honest.
Yeah, like becoming the person that you aspire to become, that self-actualization.
And then I guess self transition or
It's when you set your sight
higher.
exactly.
And you like you don't. I guess I feel like it's to reach for the stars.
Yeah. So self-actualization, the moon, and then after that is the stars.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Set up base in the highest
So
point.
like self-actualization is like a point that like after that point, it's like a lot of branches, and you get to choose which path to take.
I feel like what I feel every day is like
It's like a tree, dude. This is a great analogy. Listen up. So, like the roots, that's when you're starting up. It's all like a lot of branches, right? So whichever path you want to take, you're still gonna arrive into the trunk, and that is self-actualization.
oh yeah.
And
yeah.
then self-transcendence is when you grow your branches
I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
and bloom.
And bloom into
Yeah.
whatever kind of tree you want.
Yeah. So started from the bottom. Now we're here.
When I think of that way, I like to think like every day you're planting a new tree. From the moment you wake up and when you choose to wake up
Mm-hmm.
determines like the rest how the branches you get to choose.
No, like what I meant by that is like, like in like Maslow's, he talks like about careers and shit too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say, dude. Like the roots, no matter like I guess like the profession of your choosing, no matter what you choose, like like everyone's gonna end up to having like success, right?
Yeah.
But the self transcendence is what you do after success.
Oh yeah, reaching for
Like
more.
just branching out.
Yeah.
Like Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. Oh yeah.
See how he sells like flamethrowers now?
Oh yeah.
Respect.
Like what makes Elon Musk and like a lot of entrepreneurs really successful is like
I think like because Elon Musk like was able to reach like this level, right?
yeah, I'm pretty sure he got there
For sure. Mhm.
because a lot of people, successful people, get to that point.
Mhm.
Most people usually end up, I'd say, a self-esteem.
Mhm.
But
Just
they
feeling
don't-
good about yourself is good enough
Yeah, but you can always be better.
because there's risks.
Mhm.
Like anyway, yeah, that was a great analogy.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I feel like what makes a lot of people successful is their individuality. Like they're not scared to
Low.
exactly like fight against what they consider normal.
Mhm.
Like you see it everywhere. Like almost in every story you read, the protagonist is always going against the normal.
Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet fighting against their family, their forbidden love.
Mm-hmm.
Give me another story.
Really?
Or let me think. The Alchemist. The Alchemist. Like it's like we always refer to that.
I mean, like the Alchemist is not really going against the flow; it's becoming the flow itself.
Exactly.
So that's self transcendence, dude. That's next level.
Yeah, like
oh shit, it makes sense because remember how he was like a moderately successful guy, like he had a bunch of animals and shit.
He was a shepherd.
Yeah, he was good. He was doing good.
Yeah. Until like
but that wasn't his passion though.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Like the part that really stood out to me like was when he was on his journey, he took a break and like how he had a life with he saw this beautiful girl and like did he marry her?
I don't remember, but that was the
yeah, he took back and like was satisfied, but that wasn't his calling. Like he knew he could do better. And that's like I feel like is the human potential.
You know what resonated to me the most?
What?
Is how he was able to let go of everything that he had to pursue this one goal. That's like the hardest thing.
Yeah. Not only did he sacrifice the first time his comfy life, but he also sacrificed the second time when it got a lot better.
Like if like he would lose everything. That's the risk. Like 0 or 100.
Exactly. But
Like so you already have 80, but you're willing to risk 80 for a 0 and 100 chance.
yeah.
Something like that. It was really good.
Yeah, but for me, like even if you
Somehow fail.
yeah, somehow failed, you still have a chance to rise up again.
Yeah.
Like not everything is lost. You still have you still have your life with you, your thoughts and everything.
And also like that's kind of like living life to the fullest, dude. Like live life with no regrets. Like even if you fail, like in your dying breath, you could say, well, at least I get to try what I wanted to actually do.
Exactly, like
the YOLO movement.
Like there's a really
like that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, like a quote or a saying that I remember almost daily is that tomorrow's not promised, so live in the moment.
Like, did I already tell you this quote before?
Which one?
Like,
I remember that.
Okay.
That's another good thing because you can't fix the past, nor can you predict the future, but you can choose now, and that's what really matters the most.
Exactly. Like, burn the past, you guys.
The past does not define you.
Burn the past and hope for the future while working on the present.
You can't change the past, but you can change how you look at the past.
Oh, it's amazing whenever I say burn, because like there's like burn the past and hope it may light up the future. Dash Clyde 2018 patent pending.
Oh man, let's not be a douchebag and like make a compilation of best quotes. But
it's hard, dude.
No,
like it will eventually hit the wall and run out of shit to say.
Content.
Yeah.
No, I think we'll eventually get dry, but then we'll find the gush again. Just have to take a short break and remember. But yeah, that's another important thing. Breaks. Don't take them religiously. Like
yeah, don't take like if you had like a scheduled task like for 1 hour, don't take breaks like every 2 minutes.
Exactly. Finish your task at hand and
or at least attempt to.
Like if you're stuck, it's fine to take a short break, but remember, if you if that break lasts too long, then you're gonna become sidetracked and you'll forget what you're doing.
Isn't that like the advisable way of studying? Like if you study for half an hour, take a 15-minute break, and then go again.
Yeah.
So that you don't have info overload.
Yeah,
or information overload.
Yeah, that's one of the main things about taking breaks is to not like overexert yourself, because
how I study is like I study for 15 minutes and then take an hour break.
Yeah, that's very counterproductive because
it's not advisable.
Because you would have spent at least 15 minutes. So for 30 minutes of studying, you'd probably waste like at least an hour and 30 minutes. Yeah.
That's why people only take like cigarette breaks.
They're fast. Oh yeah, on smoking too.
Don't smoke, you guys.
Don't smoke. Stay clean.
It's not advisable.
Your kiss will taste better. Sometimes it's best not to get your thoughts and feelings stuck in one place. That's why you have to keep on moving forward. No matter what. Don't look back.
Nah, always look back. People might stab you from behind.
From behind.
Yeah, protect your back.
Okay. Be prepared for a...
Hold up, dude. Let me confirm.
Oh, I was right. It was white.
It seems like it's her.
It seems like it's her, but it's not.
She lied to you.
I don't know.
She lied to you.
Oh well.
I'll remember the backpack for next time. Anyway,
Anyways, back to our topic of
being awesome.
which is a daily thing. It's a daily occurrence for us.
Yeah, like you should like every day your goal is to become more awesome than the you yesterday.
Yeah, that's
That should be your daily like mantra.
yeah, like never compare yourself to other people's because you don't know their story, their history, like everything behind them.
Yeah.
The only thing you truly understand or know is yourself.
You want to compare yourself to someone, compare it to your past self and see if you've become better or not.
Exactly. Compare the you yesterday, so you can get a better grasp of you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's another thing about projection. Like I have a lot of goals that I want to do, but I never really visualize myself doing it. I just like have all these things that I want to do, like
talking to girls.
Yeah, but the thing is, I can never imagine, or I never usually imagine myself actually doing it. Like I always say in my head, I want this, but I never visualize it.
Like I kind of know what you mean because I was talking about this like with my sister. like I asked her like how do you know like when he's the one to marry or she's the one to marry. She told me is that if you can visualize yourself having a family with that someone, then maybe like they are the one. So you gotta be able to simulate having a family with them.
Mm-hmm.
So like visualization is key, you guys.
Yeah, it's yeah. We'll go into more depths on that visualization. I'm gonna write this down because this is one of the main topics I've seen reappear many times.
I don't know though. Like I do visual exercises every day.
For me,
like I try to view like myself like from a third person point of view.
No,
like as if I'm watching myself doing something.
My friend who coached me when I was like pretty down told me that when you're visualizing, visualize in first person, because when you visualize in first person, it feels like you're having the experience but not yet having it.
So you're hallucinating, or you're being delusional.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah, like if you put it in the worst way possible, you're being delusional, right?
Yeah, you're being delusional, but it does give you a little bit of a self-confidence.
No, I mean, I guess my goal is like self-critique.
Mm-hmm.
So I view it like from a third person point of view.
Yeah.
I can't. Like self-evaluation.
Oh yeah, evaluation. You have to evaluate yourself constantly if you want to see your growth. Like people only really measure themselves, their growth, when a significant change has happened. But the real growth is slow and steady. Like people get.
I mean, yeah, dude.
Like people get discouraged very easily when they don't see results. Like I'm going to use the analogy of the gym. You know how people go to the gym on the first day, they go ham, they work out until they physically can't move anymore, that kind of thing.
Well, that's only because they weren't trained enough. That's why they can't move.
Exactly. But like they get tired, they think that's enough for them, and they've got enough muscles. But the thing about muscles is you have to constantly work at them. Yeah. In order to get them.
And eat properly.
Eat properly.
Also train properly.
Yeah, it takes a lot to get to where you want.
It's like growing, dude.
Yeah, it's growing.
Like from when we were kids, we didn't just like magically grew like from 4 feet tall into like 5'8". Well, I'm not 5'8". I'm 6, by the way.
For the ladies.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit shorter, but I'm still growing. Hopefully. But anyways, constantly measure yourself. There's not usually a moment where you
and constantly measure your words. Make sure you don't offend everyone these days. I actually debated if I should go through that remark or not.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. That's probably a topic for the other channel. Because right now we're being PC.
Yeah, this is not edgy.
Yeah, this is
This is what's accepted.
this is fairly clean.
Hmm.
It's not like the kind where
Yeah.
you like
It's not explicit brackets.
right. Important part.
Hmm.
Anyways, we get off topic pretty fast.
Exactly. We don't even have anything to talk about anymore.
Okay, let me look through some content. Oh yeah, another thing. Have fun with your life. God damn. A lot of people take it like it's like no joke. They take it like
Seriously.
so serious. Like if I don't do this, like if I don't study for this class, well, I'm gonna fail, and that failure is gonna lead to the end of my life.
Hmm.
It probably won't happen that way, but you should probably study.
Yeah, dude. But
But remember, like it's not the end of the world.
you know the like the people who studied like every like second like during their high school or college years,
Mhm.
like for sure they may be like successful, but they probably regretted it.
Yeah, like you have to use your time wisely
Yeah.
because when you study too much, you lose the college, especially like in the Silicon Valley. There's tons of people with tons of high dreams, and you might know that some of them may achieve them,
Hmm.
and I hope that most of them do.
Hmm.
And if you're constantly studying, you won't get that chance of like meeting that wonderful person that will be like
Right.
in your life, or that person who's gonna save the day when you're down in the dumps or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's really important to work on your interpersonal.
You know, dude, like these days, like especially like in our area,
Mhm.
like the most like the I think like everyone prioritizes on getting to a good school, landing a decent job.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah. That's like I feel
that's a face palm. Like
yeah that's a cookie cutter
hmm.
cookie cutter life.
Hmm.
Like that's in high school. That's what my parents told me, and I'm pretty sure other parents told their kids like to study hard. Asian parents, especially Asian parents. Get into a good school, you'll live a good life, you get a good job.
But have you real?
Exactly. Like having a good job won't guarantee you'll have a good life.
Like when they say good job, it's like a job that could financially support you. That doesn't necessarily mean that you like that job.
Yeah, like
Like it every day could be a nightmare, but if that's what I guess what it takes for you to be able to financially support yourself, then there's not much choices.
yeah, like when you don't talk to people, you lose a lot of chances
Mm-hmm.
with
Like,
life and stuff.
mm-hmm. Like you know, like hanging out with people in your 20s
Mhm.
is so different than hanging out with people in your 40s, dude.
Mhm.
There are things that you guys can do and not do because like age appropriation.
Mhm. So that's why you have to be. It's also a skill that you have to work on,
Mhm.
which we'll definitely cover later, or we're definitely covering right now. But it's this is gonna be our main goal, is to understand interpersonal relationships and getting to a better state than you once were. That's why you gotta be fun and witty. That makes life fun.
Yeah.
And confidence.
Like seriously.
Seriously. You can't live without it.
But it's also, I mean, it's also important to like to not fuck up your education, you guys.
Mhm.
You know, like partying is all fun and all, but you balance it out.
Like there's a point of too much study, and there's a point of too much party.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta find the center.
Like that's actually like I heard this one story. Like there's like some like in Asian cultures,
Mhm.
like a lot of kids like they all want to get into good universities.
Mhm.
So in high school, no one has any time to date. Like there's nothing there. You just go to school like Monday through Friday. and then you have tutoring sessions on the weekends. So it's all studying every damn day.
Mhm.
And what happens is that like once they enter college, that's when like under freshman year, because like they already got into their dream school. That's when they started dating. Like they date everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta experience things before you rush into.
So that's what's happening.
Mhm.
And that's not necessarily a bad thing.
It's not necessarily a good thing because
Although I kind of feel like it's a good thing. It's a better thing though,
like
because you already got into the school that you want.
mhm.
Mhm.
But I feel like you gotta learn from your relationships and like see what you can do better, improve yourself.
Like grow as a human being.
Yeah, because you can't be too human. I don't think it's possible.
Exactly. You can be the holy one, you know.
But you can be the best you that's possible.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe tomorrow, and even the day after, you can probably be better.
Mm-hmm. Like it's this. Although I think though, like in college, like dating actually helps you study harder.
Yeah, especially
Especially if you're dating like smart like people.
Mhm. Oh,
Because you know, like, wouldn't it suck like if you and your like partner like gets into the same class
Mhm.
and like you are failing and your partner is not?
Yeah.
That's a shitty situation to be in.
Mhm.
Which is why don't be with people in your class or in your majors.
For me, my opinion on that is the opposite of that. For me, I'd say whenever the member of an opposite sex says psychology, that just flips a switch in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I would-
Continue. Just keep going. I'm
It's just-
listening.
It's just like I want to say so much things about psychology. I want to tell you some of my theories, and I want to hear your theories.
If I have some.
Or I want to see your viewpoints. I want to understand your world and like how did you come up with the word psychology?
I'll be your first client, Calvin. I'll be the guinea pig.
Aren't you already the guinea pig?
Maybe.
Maybe not.
I wouldn't know.
Exactly. But but for me as a psychologist, I don't treat people like
shit.
like shit, and like I don't treat them like
Like
they're just a number or like just a patient.
objects.
Yeah. Like I think of people like you have your own situation in your own world, like you have your own circumstances. And I can understand that. Like I think one of the best things to have is to be able to see both sides of an argument. Because
well, see and understand.
Because people now these days tend to only argue that their side is the best and that whoever is on the other side is wrong. But people fail to see that both sides are correct in a sense, but they have different methods of getting to the same point.
Which is why SJWs are funny.
Yeah, because the thing about are we going too far for PC?
No.
Okay, the thing about SJWs,
like the toxic ones.
Yeah, the toxic ones, is that they have a tendency to limit freedoms. Like they make words to demean people
that they don't like.
Yeah.
Or that they don't agree to.
They strongly disagree and they're always constantly not I would say personally attack you rather than attacking the argument, which is the problem, but by attacking the person, you're not gonna get any support.
It makes sense though.
Yeah.
Because remember, you guys, like those with no valid arguments, they always go for personal attacks. Like throughout life, you're gonna see a lot of those. Like if you run out of arguments, it's easy to attack the person instead of the problem.
I feel like to truly win an argument is not to like prove that the other side is wrong, but to convince the other side to come to you.
Hard.
It's hard, but it's not impossible.
Yeah.
With the right words and the right mentality, you can turn even your enemy into like the best ally ever.
Mm-hmm. Well, although like for me, like winning an argument is just proving I'm right. Like TBH.
Yeah.
That's what victory is to me.
But argument.
Like I could be fundamentally wrong, but if like I get the other party to believe that I'm right, that's already a win for me.
Yeah, like when you win an argument, you don't want to rub it in their face. You're just gonna stir up more animosity.
Right. You don't want enemies in life.
Exactly. Like you don't know who this person could be in real life, or you don't know who exactly you're dealing with because you're really only seeing at a surface level.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you gotta be careful of who you make enemies with.
Also, like if you win an argument, wouldn't you look better if you praise the other person? It's like, oh, he had solid arguments.
Exactly. Like,
exactly right.
Yeah, like
that's like racing yourself.
Exactly. It's like another thing. Like after, if you win a debate, you go to your opponent and say it was a very good competition, or not a competition.
Yeah.
It was a good conversation. Like
insightful.
Yeah, like your arguments made sense, and like you kind of drove me to a point, but no, you don't even say but. You keep on. You push the compliments.
It's like like how in sports, the winners always say to the losers like, "Oh, you guys played well though. You made it so hard for us."
Yeah.
Exactly. Just like there's don't think about winning or losing. Like it's more, I guess, like it's more important to end on a positive note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
peaceful breakups, quote unquote.
Like,
positive note, you guys.
It's good. Positive is good.
Also, like, which now reminds me when I say positive or quote or whatever, like the E is the happiest chord ever, apparently, in music.
Yeah. E is pretty happy. Even E minor. But anyways, well, enough about music. I don't think too much people play music now these days.
Yeah. And we don't know shit about music.
We know how to play a few instruments, but
we're not professionally trained.
Yeah, we understand the theories and stuff, or we understand.
We have very little understanding.
Okay. But having an instrument or playing an instrument, it's nice. It's I'd say is one of a skill that some people should pick up, like if they have the time. Right?
It would be cooking for me.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's funny like how our generation is the generation that cooks the least.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Although I would think that we would be the generation that cooks the most, because like prices are so expensive, dude. We can't afford to eat outside all the time.
Oh yeah, that's right. And
we can't afford that luxury.
And cooking videos are pretty big. Like people like to watch them, but how often do you actually do it?
You know why though?
Why?
Because like most people, they tried to copy like some dish that they watch online, and it didn't end well for them.
Yeah.
See, that's once again like people want instant results. Like to master a dish, like you could be like it might to some people it might take them like 1,000 times of cooking it.
Yeah, it takes perseverance.
You don't just like perfectly make it like the first try. Like even chefs don't do that.
Yeah, it takes practice. There was a point I want to get to. I remember having a personal skill, like a redeeming quality about you, like something that really sets you apart from other people.
Yeah.
Like what would you say is your redeeming quality?
Being Clyde.
Okay.
Just being me.
Redeeming skill.
A separating.
Huh?
Separating a skill.
Yeah, separating skill.
Nothing.
Really?
Nothing like right now.
I say camera or hobby.
Not really. Like if there were like If there was a scale of like being a good photographer from 1 to 10, I'd probably be like 4.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, what's the thing that sets you apart from other people?
I can think of any, dude. TBH.
TBH.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I have weird hobbies.
Me too. Like should
I don't play video games anymore. Yeah, like there's like I mean, like it's really hard. Like I can think of anything because like I mean, I'm a critic. I mean, I think objectively. So in my mind, I know that like there's gonna be at least one person out there that's just like me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always gonna be at the back of my mind. Like when I say like even if I want to say that, oh, this is gonna be my redeeming quality, like that thought like just comes in and I wouldn't be able to say it because I know it's true that there's at least one person out there that's just like me.
Mhm. I can see that point.
Mhm.
Like I can see that point. But for me, I want to say like no one can beat me in like self psychology.
Mm.
That's what I would like to believe,
Mhm.
and that's what I do believe too.
Mhm. Although, like, if I were to choose though,
Mhm.
like, I think it would be like honesty.
Yeah, your redeeming quality is honesty. Like it's like
Yeah.
it's really refreshing.
Like, I may not be honest like all the time, but on crucial moments,
Crucial moments is
on the
when
moments that matter.
not true are really meaningful.
Mhm.
Like
I'm clutch.
yeah, I'd say like another example is like if you believe your redeeming quality is like I'd say strength and
Mhm.
like ability to protect,
Mhm.
and at a crucial moment you had to choose either between yourself and protect another person, and you choose to protect yourself, then it's probably not your redeeming quality.
Mhm.
It would be something like to build yourself upon.
Mhm.
That's why you should act according to how you believe instead of
Yeah, dude, just walk the talk, okay? It's just that easy.
yeah,
Like, if you can't walk the talk, then don't talk.
or at least try to believe
Mhm.
in what you have to say.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are not really speaking their mind truly.
Because
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes you guys like speaking like truly honest or just being honest.
Opening up your heart.
Yeah, it's gonna generate you like a lot of enemies along the way.
Exactly. Like
Like if you speak your mind, like there's no such thing as freedom of speech anymore because everyone is holding back. Like there are thoughts that everyone's holding back
yeah, like
because it doesn't fit the norms, which is why people just stay in the closet and never come out.
yeah.
Like, which is why we have like our own like dirty little secrets.
Um I remember from Jordan Peterson, a pretty famous guy on YouTube right now. Like he's pretty popular.
Yeah, because Logan Paul is out.
Yeah. Well, what he said about becoming a better person is to like to accept your shadow and become your shadow.
Mhm.
And what to do to accept that shadow is to become radically honest with yourself and with others. Because
By shadow, like it's like Jung's like archetypes.
yeah, it's from Jung. Yeah, Jung's archetypes, persona and shadows.
Mhm.
Persona is the people pleasing part
The
of
the
you.
facade.
The facade, the fake you,
Mhm.
the one
The one, the surface level, the one that everyone sees.
yeah, like I feel
Like the outer, the outer you.
yeah, I feel like the like the persona is not very strong. Like it's not attractive.
I mean, the persona is like, isn't that the fakest part about you?
Exactly. Like that's why I remember coming to the conclusion that a shadow is more attractive than a persona.
Mm-hmm.
Because the shadow, in a sense, is raw power.
Mm-hmm.
Like true emotion,
Brute is strength.
true strength,
Mm-hmm.
unfiltered. It's something that it's a really rare commodity these
Mhm.
days. It's I feel like for the people who are more popular,
Mm-hmm.
they've come to terms with the shadow
Mm-hmm.
in a sense, and for people who are like shy and nervous, they tend to be more persona oriented.
Mm-hmm.
That's my take on shadow and persona.
Well, I mean, they like it's. I'm not sure about American culture, but in Asian culture, it's been ingrained to keep up with appearances.
Yeah, that's why you don't tend to see the true sides of some people,
Asian people.
Asian people,
Really?
until like way later into life, or way
I mean,
later into the relationship.
also because we're like Asian kids though, especially the kids raised in Asia.
Mhm.
Like we're not that like we're not that open, dude. It takes longer for us to open up to people.
Yeah, hopefully there will become a time when I can understand how to now. Well,
Because that's gonna be your job, dude.
yeah, that's what I want to. Yeah, that's what I want to study. I want to start a new branch of psychology, which is more about relationship oriented.
Nah, you already run out, dude. Everyone's been made. Like everything's been made. Like in psychology,
No, it's still
I'm
going.
pretty sure
No,
someone
no.
out there who's already like a practicing psychologist have the
Okay.
same thoughts as you are.
Okay. But well, even if it's already created, then
Improve.
I'll improve on it. I'll add on to it.
Yeah. Like it's been like a million years or probably less since humans existed.
And psychology started
Like
less than 100 years ago.
but it's still, dude, like so like it's been like thousands of years since humans existed. Like we're all gonna run out of firsts, everything's gonna be discovered eventually.
Eventually.
Like as time goes by, it's harder and harder to discover, to be the first on something.
That's why don't be afraid to run out and grab something that seems interesting to you.
Yeah.
It might be something new.
Like so the first like failure like in human history, you think he's proud of that achievement? Like is someone taking credit because I'm up?
Yeah. Like just
Like the first like a murderer, were they proud of it? Maybe
maybe not. We'll
like
never know.
the first human slayer in the history of humanity. Sounds good. Sounds good.
But
Mhm.
yeah, that's a really defining point.
Mhm.
Like for opening up people. Okay, I'll give you my thoughts on how to open up people. So from what I've experienced so far. From the books I've read and the way I treat people is like people are more receptive to me treating them like a friend rather than like a stranger. Because it's hard to be comfortable around a stranger. Right? No?
Depends.
Yeah, it depends, but for the most part, being a stranger, like acting like a stranger to someone will make them treat you like a stranger. So that's why you should treat people with the same kind of friendship you would treat a close friend or something.
Now that we talk about this, we've come to this question. What are the you would do in front or to a stranger that you wouldn't do in front of your friends or to your friends? Now that you've talked about this, I'm asking you that question.
Cheesy pickup lines.
Like what are things that are easier to do to strangers, say strangers, or like anything done to your friends? Like good things though. Like don't say like murder. Like no,
Okay.
those answers are not valid.
Okay, let me think. What is easier to say to strangers than close friends? Like strangers I'll never see again.
Yeah. So like for me, sometimes I find it easier to just like serve them like the absolute brutal cold truth to strangers than to my friends. Sometimes.
Ooh, I know what I know.
So yeah, honesty.
For me, it's opening up.
Mhm.
Like there's some things I feel like I can't talk about with certain people,
Mhm.
but for some reason with the random stranger who's really open to you,
Mhm.
like I have no problem talking about like
Sex.
what's on my
Death. Murder.
yeah things like those
Mhm.
like more thought-provoking questions
Mhm.
in life.
The things that matter.
But yeah, that's
See how I played that? I had sex first, and then the things that matter.
like you're saying sex doesn't matter.
Sex matters. Everyone knows.
Yeah, in psychology, like that's like one of the
It's psychology with sex, dude.
okay.
All psychologists from the history of psychology, they all talk about it.
About two things: sex and rage.
Exactly. And like a healthy mixture of both is ideal.
Rage sex.
Yeah, have enough rage.
Yeah, like people won't mess with a person who has the capability of like raging. Like not like childish.
Smart people would never mess with them.
Yeah.
Because natural selection. Dude.
Natural selection. Yeah. They
Do you fuck with someone holding a gun to your head? No, right?
yeah.
But sometimes people do.
Yeah. But that's the one thing people won't mess with because if you have rage, you won't be a pushover, which is the tendency for most people to have, which is people tend to be who especially lack self-confidence and
Mhm.
like individuality
Mhm.
have a habit of being pushed around because they don't have this sort of strength.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Like they don't have the fangs, dude. Like you don't necessarily need it, but there are times where you gotta show your fangs, show that you could fight back. That's how to not be a pushover.
Yeah, like taking on that quite. My thoughts is like have the fangs with at all time.
But only show it on appropriate times.
Yeah, have the fangs and have the ability like or the resolve to use it when it truly matters.
Right, dude. It's like being like a samurai, dude. You always carry your sword with you around, but only on moments that matter.
Yeah, like what I like to think of it is like your trump card.
Yeah.
Like the moment you pull it out, over for
when shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
There's this one character, remember? Like when there's like anime,
Mhm.
like he doesn't become strong until you hit him 3 times.
Mhm.
He was a monk, dude. So he's all chill. Like he lets you hit him twice, 1, 2, but the third time you're fucked. He becomes the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want everyone watching and everyone that I know is to master their inner monster, which is to like the brutal side of them that they want to repress and don't want to have. But as a human, you have that monster. There's no
You can't be human without it.
exactly.
Right.
Because for me, human is to be a mixture of good and bad. Because you can never
You can't just be perfectly good in every way.
there's no such thing as a perfect person because there's gonna be a weak point in them.
Yeah. But to me, there's someone out there that's perfect just for me.
Yeah, yeah, you can think of that way. That's a good thing to think. Like if you're lonely, just think.
You're not perfect, but you're perfect for me. It's like a puzzle, you guys. It has like the edges. Like it's not a perfect puzzle, but if it fits the fucking thing, then you completed the puzzle. Yeah, it's like outlets, dude. Like or like devices, the chargers and shit. Like this thing may not work for you, but it's good.
Like you just have to test out a lot of different things until you get the right thing.
Yeah.
Like there's no, yeah, there's a lot of testing in life.
Yeah.
Like,
Nothing is perfect, but there's something that's gonna be perfect just for you.
yeah, that perfect fit is what you're looking for in life.
Yeah. Perfect combination.
The right slide. see, that's what we were talking about earlier. The right wittiness.
Mm-hmm.
The right moment is where it's at. And the best part about being witty is like you say it with a straight face, and it becomes funny.
Right.
That's the best part.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we probably have like
No, we should wrap up too.
we should wrap up. Yeah.
Cause, you know.
Oh yeah, we gotta leave to get your daily.
Well, not daily. It's like weekly.
Weekly.
Means and nights. We're shit players, but we play all the time.
To get better. That's
Exactly.
get better.
You start by being shit, and then you gradually get better until you hit your max.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let's talk about
See how I didn't say hit your limit? I said hit your max because it's more positive.
hit your birdie.
Like, yeah, hit the birdie.
Smash that like button. Subscribe. Be part of the notification.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share.
Share with your friends.
Important.
I'll be happy with one share.
Mm-hmm.
If we hit
Like,
2 likes,
one share, like that would actually mean so much to us. Like at this point in life,
yeah.
it's like the first rain like in 100 years. See how dry and thirsty one is.
The river in the desert.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I want to talk about challenges.
Wait, no, dude, we gotta wrap up.
Oh man. Okay. I'll just give this quick thing.
Closing remarks.
So every bi-weekly, me and Clyde will try to attempt a challenge of the game. And
you'll hear all about the results.
Yeah, like yesterday's was our first mission or field ops,
and it was something that we just decided to do like spontaneously, as you guys would know from our previous videos if you ever watch it.
Yeah, but
now we're making it a tradition.
We're making it a VA promise or a VA or VA do it or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But every bi-weekly we'll think of a challenge.
You will, not because I'm not gonna help.
Okay, I will, and we'll tell you how to do it yourself so you can stay in top form or get into the game like us. But that's what I have to say about
that. And don't ever ask us what the game is, because the game is something you play and figure out on your own.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, we're out.
We're out. That ends today's schedule.
We're dead.